to Sandy's Love, y'all. And today I'll be telling you some Halloween horrors. Well, I have a story here to tell y'all. And this story is one I've made up myself. So, let's get into it. Keeping to the Halloween tradition, we shall tell you some horror stories. This story starts off with a little girl. Once upon a time, there was a very young girl and her teddy bear. It was Halloween Eve and people was buying candies from the store and showing up and decorating around town. But as the girl was looking around town and admiring all the decorations, she decided to go play in her woods. As in the past she used to be lived in her old town. This old town was safe to play in the woods. As she wanders around in these woods, she turns around hearing a snap, but there was no one there. She thought nothing of it and continued on her way. Nearly. It gotta be some coincidence. It has to be, ain't it? As she walks in the woods and stumbles upon a path, she follows this path that seems quite overgrown. She doesn't know that these woods in the past are known to take children in, and they will soon disappear. Every single child that has gone into these woods had disappeared. She follows this path, wondering where it has gone. She walks and walks, wondering, until she finds an old tree house. This old tree house is quite overgrown. Some tree leaves seems to be falling off, and there be some junk coming off of it. The wood seems to be falling out of it on some parts. She decided to go into the treehouse. She climbs the ladder into the treehouse, and the first thing she notices is that this treehouse is quite abandoned. What? Maybe I should just explore it. She explores the treehouse and notices a trap door leading down in the middle of the treehouse. I wonder where that goes. She decided to go explore the rest of the treehouse first. As she does that, she sees that there is candles and a book laying about. The candles seems to be white and red, of various different shades of red and various different shades of white. She looks at the book and the book seems to say, "The Curse of the Treehouse." It grabs her interest and she unzips her teddy bear and puts it in it. Puts the book inside her teddy bear. As she does that, she looks down in the trap door again, and all she can see down there is darkness. Not much light either. So she decided to climb down. She climbs down, down, down into a dark, dark hole. Her arms starts to get tired, sore even. But she can't stop now. She's already down so far deep. She continues to push on. I have to continue. If I go back up, I will never know where this goes. She just hopes that the end of the tunnel is soon. She keeps going, climbing down and down, farther and deeper. Suddenly, she feels the ground. To her surprise, the ground is quite squishy in a way. And there is another door on the other side. The door seems to have such a sweet aroma. around on the other side of the door. Simply, she did not had food this morning, and she wants to eat something later on. She smells the delicious aurora and just can't help herself. She goes towards the door, open it slightly, and see a whole nother world. It seems to have skeletons. She sees skeletons walking about. She sees zombies trying to nom on each other. She quickly closed the door and take a breath. Did I just see that? Whew. If so, Teddy, protect me, please. She holds her teddy bear tight as she bravely marched through this door, determined to find this food that she smells. She is so hungry as her stomach growls. She marches into town, looking back and forth, wondering, keeping her guard up, and she wonders what is going to happen if they see her. She keeps to the shadows, hoping that they don't see her. Just hope. Just hope that they don't see her. As she walks into town, she wonders, how am I supposed to get home? She looks at the door to make sure it's still there, but it's not. The door has disappeared, and what lies in its path was a pathway out of town. It's too late now to turn back. She turns and tries to continue her way to find some food. In the way she goes, one zombie sees her. The zombie's mouth drools with delight. He seems to be starving for brains, some flesh finally. She noticed this and runs. And then, as soon as she runs, she catches the attention to many other different monsters. Werewolves, vampires, even skeletons, in fact. These monsters seems to find a draw to this human delight. It seems like she was the food for dinner, as she had looked for food to come there. She ran and ran, but she doesn't know where to go. She runs into a corner with the zombies and all the googlies backing up to her. They slowly enclose her, and then suddenly the wall behind her opens. She wonders, where am I? As the wall behind her had pulled her in and closed up in front, she turns around and sees who had pulled her in. It's another human. He seems a little bit older than her, quite more skinnier. He looks to her and be like, you're lucky to survive that. You're lucky I'm even here, in fact. She looks confused and then wonders, where in the world am I? Who are you? Why are they trying to chase me? Those are monsters. They eat humans. Any type of human flesh. You heard of the stories long before? Those are true. They would have bottled you up in many different forms, eat your flesh and consumed you, as the skeletons would have turned you into one of their own. You're lucky I have brought you here. What? And do you know your way home? No, I do not. I had traveled down a hole where a treehouse was. Ah, you're stuck here then with me. What? But I need to get home. It's for Halloween. We're gonna go trick-or-treating. Your Halloween will be here. She wonders in confusion. What does he mean by that? Halloween? Here? In this such a place? She follows him in curiosity, considering the fact he is the only human that she has seen so far. This seems a bit confused for her. Follow me, he says. I will show you to where the rest are. There's more? She wonders. Yes, there is. They travel down a little tunnel. This tunnel seems to go on absolutely forever. Her stomach growls more, waiting for more food, just hungry as could be. The guy hears that her stomach. I see. You were attracted by the smell, were you? Yeah. How did you know? The smell is there to lure children in, or any hungry human who has got lost in the woods. It's to a bait, in fact. Oh. She seems to be silent for a bit, look down, as she follows him. Suddenly they had entered out of the tunnel, and there was a light. There was a whole population of humans underneath the population of googlies and monsters on top. She was amazed at how many decorations there were. In fact, these decorations were never that she's seen before. There were skull masks on the walls. There were dream catchers on the sides. It seems to be these were methods of keeping the monsters out. They crossed a line of salt, maybe possibly to keep the zombies out, or who knows. The guy turns around to her and says, "This place is safe. You are welcome to explore the area, but first we must get you a home." She seems a bit baffled, and she agrees with it, but she was hesitant. You're telling me I'm not going to be able to get home, to my actual home? I'm sorry, but you are not. Once you come here, you will never be able to go back. She starts to tear up a bit, wishing that she could have said goodbye to her family before she had left. The guy has looked at her, what she was holding, her teddy bear, and see that it had a zipper on it. He asked her, "Is there anything in that teddy bear that would attract semi-monsters? Say, any scent that are from the overworld? Or possibly blood, or any weird accessories you may have?" "No, I don't think so. All I have is this book." She unzips her teddy bear and shows him the book. The book. He reads the book and sees the title. The treehouse. Sees the title. The Curse of the Treehouse. His eyes widens and says, Can I have that? Please. In the most calmest voice as possible he can do. She's like, why? Why do you need this book? It's because of personal reasons. He seems to have some feelings towards this book, like some urgency to need it. She says she recognized these urgencies and give it to him. Okay, everyone, it seems that we have reached the 15-minute mark. I am only going to do 15 minutes for today, but if you so wish to want me to continue this story, I will ask y'all to do a thumbs up on the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe if you have. If you have subscribed, great on you. Besides that, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button and make sure that you have a wonderful day.